mic check. Media Monsters on deck. Once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers out there in TV land for watching another edition of Media Monster TV. As you know, I always bring you some very interesting, very exciting guests. Today, this is like a mega show coming into the new year. I had a few previous shows, but this is a very big show for me. I have a longtime friend on the show. He's doing major things out there. As of right now, I want to introduce my guest, Mr. AKA DJ Money Making, AKA Shawn Montgomery. He is the CEO, okay, of Thick and Thicker LLC. So what I want you to do is let the viewers out there, for those that don't already know who you are, let them know who you are and exactly what you do.
How you doing? My name is Shawn Montgomery, CEO Thick and Thicker LLC. Basically, I run a company that is supportive of plus size women. Basically, doing modeling, radio, online radio, and in the near future, different clothing and garments that we're going to be doing. But I've been at this for like 3 years, so it's an experience. I have my staff with me here, and it's been a long run. It's been a long run, man. Appreciate this.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. So as far as seeing you over the past 3 years, you've created a very unique lane. I mean, as far as to me, right, looking at the whole industry, it's like full-figured women. I think anything past size 4 is considered like full figure. So, for people out there, don't get it like the misconception of that the like full-figured women or plus-size women aren't beautiful, because they come in all different shapes, colors, sizes. I mean, it's fabulous when you see the fashion shows, when you see the events. I mean, it's something amazing. There's like a whole another industry that highlights this whole, this whole new era of fashion and entertainment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let the girls speak, as far as let them introduce themselves, starting with you, sweetheart.
Hi, my name is Suella Thomas, and I am the former Miss Full Figure USA Plus of 2012, and I am currently a TNT model.
Good evening. My name is April Cherie Gordon. I am the former face of New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week 2012. And I'm also a TNT model.
Hi, I'm Janine Ellis, also known as Gigi. I am the co-host of the Thick and Thicker radio show and also the assistant to the CEO.
Hi, my name is Charlene Getner. I'm a Thick and Thicker model for Print and Runway, and that's it.
Hi, my name is Diamond, and I'm the executive director of TNT.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, as far as the introduction is concerned, this is great. It seems like you have a host of models, and you also have a team. How many models do you have currently signed under Thick and Thicker TNT, and what's your staff? Like, how many people do you have on staff? Because I know there's a lot of different aspects to this. Organizing the shoots, organize the events, just to give people out there, an idea of what type of work and what type of grind goes in it. Let people know, like, started from the ground up, if there's any particular models that have been there from the beginning, and let people know, the head count of how many people's on your staff.
Basically, starting from the ground up, Charlene was one of my models that been with me when I went through a lot of trial tribulations. I lost 15 girls 2 years ago, and she stuck through it. And with her and being there, it kept me going. Especially with a lady named Duchess out of Maryland. I was going to give up. I was going to turn it in and throw it all away. And she said, I'm not going to let you do that. So, big up to Duchess, from Dynasty of Curves in Maryland. She commutes out here back and forth to coordinate, with my models and things. But with that, we signed 15 girls.
Okay.
and these two are the newest girls, Suela and April. And my executive director came on maybe a year ago, and Gigi came on maybe 2-3 months ago. They're both professional women. Gigi is a teacher, and she does other things. Plus, she has her own jewelry business, as well as Diamond has her own jewelry business, and she also is a manager at Yankee Stadium. So, I try to surround myself with a lot of professional people. Even some of my models, April has done many shows, many runways. She works with many designers as well as Suela. And Charlene has done one runway show, but she did a runway show where there were celebrities, Erica Mena, some lady from the
Bianca from Next Top Models hosted
right,
it.
from Next Top Models, and we're doing a lot of things. Everything has been just so fast and up and running. Within the 3 years, I was started off like a radio show, and I didn't think the online radio show, was going to go as major as it did. I mean, we actually have an audience online, like from 3,000 to 6,000 people across the United States. They tune into our show every Saturday from 7 to 9:30 on nmixradio.com. So it's just been a blessing along the way that I've had people to really believe in what Thick and Thicker was all about. And it was hard to get the message across because, when you like you said, the plus size is actually lowering the size of models to fit other models into plus size.
Yes.
So the industry itself is making it easier for smaller girls to be considered plus size when it used to be size 10 and up.
Right.
So now size 8 is what I consider plus size and up. And when you're dealing with that type of situation, some girls are like Suela's. What's your height, Suela?
5'3".
She's 5'3". Charlene, what's your height?
5'4".
5'4". And what it is that in the industry, if you're not 5'8" and better, a lot of companies won't even touch these girls.
This is true.
So I came up with Thick and Thicker based on the analogy of that being the way it was. And I said, what, I'll take girls who are 5 whatever. If they look good and they can model and they can represent plus size women in a positive manner, then yes, I'll be that company out of the matrix, not plugged up, that's going to come in and show people this is what it is to have women of all shapes and sizes.
Yes. Wonderful. So as far as the company is concerned, I'm definitely incorporating you into the magazine and, advertising it Thick and Thicker. It's like people don't really know what the Thick and Thicker means. Yeah. They may think it's like an adult porn industry. They may think that it's like stripper orientated. So it's a good thing that we're on the show because, there's a fine line.
Yes.
Because you have people trying to recruit the girls at these different events for that particular industry, so on and so on. But how I see it is, once you cross that line, it's like no coming back.
Right.
So for the girls that are just trying to model, trying to basically focus on that, and for the other girls that get into that industry, it's like you can't like dip and have your feet in both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Both places at the same time. It's either you're doing that or you're doing that.
Right.
So what I want to do is get some feedback from the girls, how they actually began the modeling, and why they chose to be with Thick and Thicker.
Okay.
So starting with you, Sue.
Well, I chose to be a model. I started off in pageantry. Didn't know anything about plus size, exposing sizes of our size, and because size has no barrier on beauty, and we are all beautiful no matter what size we are. So I started off in pageantry and I enjoyed it. I competed a couple of years and then I finally won last year for 2012, and I enjoyed my reign. Made a couple of appearances at different events and explored the world across countries through the States and Trinidad. So I enjoyed it and I want to continue it. And when I met up with Shawn, he asked me, what are you going to do after your reign? And I wasn't really sure, but he gave me some insight on things that I could be doing. And by joining up with him, I'm here. I'm here to do other things and expose TNT for the positive message that they are actually giving.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, thanks, sweetheart.
Well, I started modeling when I was around 16. I was actually a straight size model. Through the years, just being in the military, having children, getting married, you gain weight. Every day, challenges happen. You gain weight, you grow up. You become a woman, your body fills out. So I always had a passion to model. And just so happened it was a casting call for full-figure models. I went, they loved me, and it's just been that ever since. And I'm in love with what I do because I embrace my curves, and I don't know, I guess I just realized that every day it's just a challenge, and that I'm going through different struggles, and that other women around me are going through the same thing. So I want to help be an example. And not only as a plus-size model, I'm a dark-skinned plus-size model. So I'm also trying to break the barrier with that as well. I've decided to sign on with TNT because Shawn has just been a positive person. I do believe in what he's doing. Just overall great attitude. And I just want to be on board to help out, to help bring that awareness to the full-figure community.
I decided to I've always loved taking pictures and being the life of the party and glitzy and glammy. So I had a few family members that were actually modeling with Shawn and going places and doing things. And I said, why can't y'all just tell me what's going on? I want to be a part of it. So my aunt said, come on down. I think Shawn will love you. So I said, okay, great. So I went down and we started. He said, come on, next day do a shoot. Let's see how it works out. It came out good. I've been around ever since. We had a little couple of setbacks with other girls not listening to, too much. So I decided to be loyal and stay. I liked Shawn. I liked how, things went. The girls were great, the few that stayed, and we made things happen. I've been able to do a few runway shows, pictures like all the time, go and see places, meet new people, do new things. So it seems like a great moment, great thing to do, a great time for my past. I have a whole family full of full-size people, so it's like I'm like the smallest one out of them, so I like to be an inspiration of them. Like, go ahead, Diva, do it. My daughter's who's 14, who sees me, she's also plus size. Let her see that it's okay to just be big and beautiful and rock it out.
Well, as for myself, I'm much older than these young ladies here, and I started out back in the day. So back then it wasn't really accepted as much as it is accepted now. Back then you had to be a 0 or 2, and it just wasn't accepted. And nowadays it's awesome to see that they have full acceptance, and Shawn is awesome as far as getting these young ladies out there. So it's a great team, TNT.
Now we're on TV, right?
Exactly. So real briefly, what I want to ask is, I want to ask each individual, I want to get feedback from each individual. Doing this, doing this business, building your company, or actually modeling, what was your highlight? What was your most exciting moment that it was just your all moment? Like, it just, out of everything that you've done thus far, it made you feel like, yo, I'm doing it right now.
I can answer that. Basically, the highlight of the company, and this was before I went into the model phase. I was asked to come interview a certain amount of celebrities in a mansion. I didn't know where I was going. I just was given the address. My friend said, "Come on up, man. We got you on the list." So I get up there and I'm looking at Allen Houston, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" And then it's like, "Yo, that's David Tyree, and that's Dina Mansell, New Jersey Housewives." I'm like, okay, let me get it right. So I'm actually there, and Erica, not Erica, Jason Kidd's wife's mansion, and I'm like, oh, this is hot, and I'm like nerved up. Big shout out to Mr. Flicks, because me and him was grinding hard with this. Yeah, he was my photographer, my videographer, and we went there, and I messed up. Like on the first interview with Allen Houston, I was like, I'm here with Allen Houston for the Seattle Supersonics. He looks at me, I go, I'm a knicker. So I'm like, oh my God. So Flicks goes, don't worry, I'm editing. So he edits it. He edits the video, and like when you see the video, you can't tell I actually messed up. So I'm sitting there like, yo, I was nervous, man. He was tall, So it was very, very new to me. Knowing who celebrities were and who was who, and I was comfortable with it. But then, after we did the interview, I started interviewing Octavia, R&B artists, hip hop artists, T-Ski Valley, DXT, the one that did the Herbie Hancock scratch, two-time Grammy Award winner. It was just so many people I started interviewing, and my highlight was when I interviewed Danny Glover. Okay. And I did that. Big shout out to Lowe's Moore, all the Moore family, and it was me asking Danny Glover. It was just something else, man. I just said to myself, you know what? It's time for me to really start taking this serious. Right. And after that, I was doing the model thing. The model thing didn't work out, but then Duchess came on. She said, look, if I got to come from Maryland to get you to get this model thing off the ground, I'm going to do it. Yes. I said, Duchess, I ain't got no money, da-da-da. She said, Sean, don't worry about that. And through her and Miss Theresa and Joy, a Plus Model Network, they just been pulling me and, showing me love. Jeannie Ferguson, big shout out. And shout out to Kim Baker. They just been pulling me, and people have been really, really showing me love. So it's been pulling the whole company, and it's been a struggle. You know what I'm saying? A struggle. When I started this, people thought I was in porn and all this extra stuff, and I had to keep telling people, yo, that's not what I'm about.
They can think of big and bigger as the same.
I'm a disabled veteran. I belong to 2 different organizations. I'm about a lot more than just that type of industry. So I had to separate myself from a few people. It was time. It was just very true. When you get ready to give up, sometimes you got people in your circle that like, I'm not gonna let you do that. Right. So if it wasn't for that, man, I would have gave up a long time ago. Time and money. It's just it's a complicated thing, but we're moving. Definitely. And now people are starting to see that it's serious. It's not just a company where it's just a made up company. I'm a registered company with the state of New York, so take me serious when you see me.
So starting with you, so what was your moment, your moment of life that when that happened, you knew that this was serious?
Well, I want to big up Miss Teresa Randolph for actually giving me the platform, which was Miss Full Figure USA. That is my moment. I had competed in that competition. My 3rd year, and to succeed, to actually win, and to do the unthinkable that no one else had ever done. Also, there was a lot of new girls that have never did pageantry, and introducing them into that kind of entity, to letting them know that we are all beautiful no matter what size we are. Not all of them that didn't win still moved on and did other things, because you don't have to be a queen in order to be a model. Right. You can do anything and without exploiting yourself and still be positive. So, big up to, like he said, Jeannie Ferguson, Mia Amber, who passed away, God bless her. These are my inspirations, and to show inspirations to the young ones that are coming up, because there are kids now that are in school that don't feel beautiful because of their size. Mm-hmm. So that's why I do it. Mm-hmm. I do it because it made me feel beautiful inside and out, to show my inner beauty also on my outside. So that's why I do it. And that was my moment when I won Miss Full Figure USA Plus.
Okay, wonderful. Hey. What was your moment?
My moment was when I won New Jersey Full Figure Fashion Week. I come from the state of New Jersey, and that they was actually just starting I'm going to give credit to Infinite Form, Miss Paula Michelle, CEO Patrice, Patrice and Cheryl. I'm no longer with the company, but you have to give credit when it's due. Right. And they also set a platform for full-figure models, no matter what shape or size or height. They was one of the first ones in New Jersey also to recognize that.
That's right.
But my awe moment was when I won that. Just like Suella said, it's just that just to have the opportunity to say, okay, I got this and I'm here. Let me take it serious because other people out there, other females out there, men and women. I'm not gonna just say females because the plus community is both male and female. I'm representing them, and I have to take this serious and be careful what I say and what I do and how I look. Like she also said, children coming up in the schools, when they look at me, my family, friends or families, you know, I want them to see that they are beautiful no matter what size they are. And that was my aha moment. It's just been a blessing from then. Just doing different shows. I take every show seriously. I don't just go out there and say because I got auditions and I passed it that I could just do what I want. I make sure I come across that runway or wherever I'm at as a full-figure woman and I represent hard.
That's right.
So just those kind of milestones is helping me. From then is taking me to where I'm going to be going soon. So I'm grateful for those things.
Me, my aha moment, I haven't had the chance, the honor of doing as many pageants or getting out there as well as I would like to. I'm working on that right now, but coming out with Thick and Thicker. But my aha moment, I would say, was my first fashion show. When I came out on this small lit up stage, and I came out, it was all these lights and cameras and click, 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 and they had me and another plus size model, the only plus size models in the show, in bathing suits. So we're all nice and luscious, and we have everybody else small in their bathing suits, and we rocked it out, and it was great. We had so many celebrities, great people to meet, great connects, great contacts. It was the greatest. And actually, this right here is another aha moment. You know, just something, it's just getting out there, getting noticed, getting known. It's what it's all about. And I thank Media Monster, Mr. Rhythm, for giving us that opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Last but not least. Hey.
Well, my aha moment was stepping out of the tomboy stage and being discovered and coming out to actually putting on the heels, the dresses, and being acknowledged for being a plus size and coming out to win Miss Harlem. So that was my aha moment.
Wow. What was your aha moment?
Yeah, what was your aha moment?
Since you've been in the industry or even before working with Thick and Thicker.
Wow. I've done a lot of things. Before working with Thick and Thicker, I am a teacher by trade. I have a jewelry company. A large part of it was realizing when I was selling my jewelry and creating, I did that business for my daughter. And I started that company because I wanted her to be a kidpreneur and to have something to fall back on, you know, and create her own niche. And we started out selling t-shirts. And then we decided, okay, let's try jewelry. And the jewelry outsold all of the other stuff we had been doing for a couple of years. And I knew then, you know, I must be on to something. So that was my aha moment in that respect. But I also have done stage and film work, and I do voiceovers. So that was another time I did a commercial for Jambox Studios, and they loved my voice, and that was another aha moment where I said, wow, I'm really on to something. Fast forward to SHAWN and meeting him about 3 years ago. I met him at a club, we're talking, and he's like, look, you should come model for me. And I was like, no, I'm not really a camera person. You know, so I watched what he was doing, kept in touch with him, and last year, the end of last year, I approached him and said, look, you know, I use my voice, I do theater, do you still need a radio show host? And he looked at me and said, are you serious? And I said, yeah, I'm ready. He said, finally, finally. So from then on, that was a great aha moment, getting to do this with him and see that his journey is still continuing, that his vision is still very much alive. And you know, these ladies are beautiful, and I'm honored to be a part of the Thick and Thicker movement, because it is a movement.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It is a movement, and we will be around for a
very
lifetime.
long time.
Okay, so thank you for that. I thank Sean for the
Yes, ma'am.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Definitely. Me too.
Okay, beautiful. Oh man, this is wait a minute, hold on. So yeah, Sean. Briefly, what do you have on the radar as far as in the next couple months? Because I know me and yourself, I actually want to incorporate the Thick and Thicker into a fashion show, which is going to be September 20th out here in White Plains at the Knights of Columbus, aka the Mansion. We're going to do a full figure fashion show, something real hot, something real exciting. What else do you have on the radar so that way people can follow you? I know you have a big birthday party coming up, and is there any other events that you have throughout the spring and summer?
Oh man, that's ridiculous. April 6th is my birthday party in Brooklyn at the Social Butterfly. I'm definitely gonna be there celebrating my 47th birthday. My girl's gonna be in the building. I'm having the people that struggle with me, that's with me, that knows exactly what I do there. And some of my squares and Eastern Stars will be in the building. Also, April 20th, well, April 13th. I also take pictures. I ain't say that though. It's on the law though. I also take pictures. I'll be at a promoters party, a day party in Brooklyn, big house, and then that night, Addicted to Curves is having a party. I'll be there taking pictures as well. And then and my girls will be doing a photo shoot on the 13th somewhere in Manhattan. And then April 20th, the girls are gonna have their launch in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's courtesy of the Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Wayne Winston, the Caribbean Chamber of Commerce. He's definitely a supporter. He's been a supporter for 2 years. He's had us in the mini parades, and also the big shout out to the Harlem Chamber of Commerce, which we will be working with this summer as well. So there's a lot of things going on. Photo shoots, appearances. It's work, and it's work. I'm looking for sponsorships too. I'm looking for any sponsorships. It's a veteran-owned business, so I served in the military. I'm a Cold War veteran.
Ooh.
So anybody out there, I got my certificate from Donald Rumsfeld. Okay. So anybody out there that can help, man, it'll definitely be a blessing.
Okay, good. So before we wrap up the show, I want you to let the viewers out there know how they can follow the Thick and Thicker movement. Any links that links them to the radio show, or that way they can also follow what the models are doing, the photo gallery, videos, or whatever. Let the viewers know where they can contact you, and then I'm going to have the girls, if they have their own particular sites or pages, they can also let the viewers know where people can check them out.
Okay. Yeah, you can check us out every Saturday. Our show is on In the Mix Radio. That's NTHE Mix MIXX Radio.com every Saturday from 7 to 9:30. And you can also Google us. You can we're on Facebook. I'm on Facebook under Thick and Thicker. We have a group there, and we have 2 social groups. We're starting one in New York, and we have Thick and Thicker Virginia. So we're easy to find. We have an office in Mount Vernon. It's 11 Prospect Avenue, 10550, 3rd floor. Any communication, any email, it goes to TNT Thick and Thicker LLC on 11 Prospect Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. Okay.
Sue?
Oh, you can reach me also at Suella on Facebook, or Suella LT2 at Yahoo, which is CIUELA LT2 at Yahoo. And of course, Miss Full Figure USA, JTProductions.com.
You could reach me on April Cherie, that's SHARI Gordon, GORDON, on Facebook on the fan page. You can find out everything there about me.
You can reach me, Charlene Gedna, CHARLENE, Gedna, GEDNA, on Facebook, Thick and Thicker Models, or Thick N, the letter N, Thicker Models.
You can reach us on the TNT page on Facebook.
We're doing a show. Was it May 14th with a company called Fashion Block, Butterfly Tia, Butterfly Wings Foundation. I was gonna have 5 of my girls in the show, and I think Wyclef is gonna be there. I don't know for sure, but yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be hot.
Okay. All right. They'll be able to follow you on the radio show. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, once again, I'd like to thank all my viewers out there for watching Media Monsters TV. Stay tuned. Once again, you already know I bring the excitement. I bring very interesting things that nobody else brings. So, once again, stay tuned. Media Monsters TV. Peace.